Some men will say I meant to kill my brother. The gods know it is a lie, but I will hear the whispers to the day I die.
You swung the mace, my lord. But it was for me Prince Baelor died.
You will hear them whisper as well. The king is old. When he dies, each time a battle is lost or a crop fails, the fools will say Baelor would not have let it happen. But the hedge knight killed him.
Welcome to the Unreal Hour.
Hi there, and welcome to our show. I'm Fiona.
And I'm Emma.
And we are here for episode 25 of A Cast of Ice and Fire. We're covering episode 6, the finale of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, which was called The Morrow. It was directed by Sarah Adina Smith and written by Ira Parker and T. Mickel. And the award for best fan service goes to Ira Parker. Fantastic episode. I loved it. For a closer, for what's the word I'm looking for? Decompression.
Yeah.
It was perfect. It was exactly, it was everything I would want from an episode like that. And more. And more. Lots of little extra Easter eggs and tiny lore drops and things that just made the fans go, yay. Hence the award for best fan service. So what did you think overall?
Actually, it's one of my favourite episodes.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I could thoroughly agree with that. I am so excited about some of the things that happened in this episode.
Yeah, I like it was a really good wrap up. We got to see what happened with our favourite characters.
Yeah.
Where they were going, and there was a lot more depth to Maekar.
Definitely.
A lot of things about Egg that we haven't seen before, a darker side to Egg.
Yeah, for sure. And the foreshadowing of that from Daron before we see it happen.
Yeah.
Very clever. Very well put together episode. We did definitely get to see like a little bit out of Dunk's perspective as well there, so that was pretty cool.
And I love that there was still a bit of humour in there.
Oh yeah, there was lots of humor. There was lots. In fact, to be honest with you, I'm looking at my scene 1 notes here, and before anybody even uttered a word, I was laughing at the trumpet, right? the melancholy jazz trumpet.
Yeah.
I just find it so funny. And I want to give credit to Dan Romer, who has not only done a fantastic score for this season, but he's also been responsible for a lot of the humour. There's a lot you can do with music, and Dan's dropping that all over the place. Very, very funny. Very funny.
Yeah, it was great. The smooth jazz whilst they're lying under the tree.
I know.
So funny.
It was a bit post, lying back with a cigarette after you've done the deed thing.
Yeah.
Now, I'm pretty sure by how stiffly they're all moving that that's not what happened. No. But I like that they gave that fact. It was funny.
It was good to see everyone with their battle wounds.
Oh yeah, actually I did want to, that was what on my list of things to bring up. Every single person had all these aches and pains, and I think they're all going, hobble, limp, shuffle. And it's quite serious wounds. I don't know why I found it so hilarious.
Delivery.
They were all this was a serious fight, and they're all battered and sore. And for some reason, I just think that the fact that they chose to highlight it, I just found really funny. Just every time somebody went, I went, ah. Oh, I don't know. Maybe that says more about me than the writing, but or maybe that's what they wanted me to do. So yeah, the opening scene with Lionel was so good, so funny. I love what's going on in the background of the scene while he's talking away to to Duncan, talking about, come to Storm's End, it's miserable and it's boring there. Like, I need a friend. And it's the maester in the background. He like lifts up Dunk's top and then he pulls back the bandage and then he flinches back and like, oh, horrified. It's like the worst thing he's ever seen. I'm just like, whoa, that was some reaction. And then he touches it and then he sniffs his finger. It's like, oh, yuck, you're so gross.
Very sheltered maester.
Yeah, rubbish maester. Lionel's right. Absolutely awful. Oh dear, yeah, it was a very, very funny scene. Shall we hear it?
Yes, please.
Because the dialogue is just priceless.
You could come with me.
Yeah, we'll hunt and hawk and sail, make merry. I'll sharpen that iron of yours so you don't make such a grand fool of yourself next time. You ever been to Tarth?
The man is dying, my lord.
What?
His wounds, they have mortified it. It's beyond my abilities.
Oh, you haven't fucking get on me. Beyond your... An itchy asshole is beyond your abilities, my friend. Be gone, witch. Fuck off with you.
Yes, at once.
Cunt. It's fine. You're fine. He's a terrible mate.
I love everything about this scene.
Come with me to Storm's End, and I will love you like a brother.
Sounds kinky.
Oh, cunt.
And if not, well, fuck you. I'll hate you like a brother.
Oh, there's so much I want to talk about in that dialogue apart from the humour.
Yeah.
But the humour is so funny. Fucking itchy arsehole. Be gone, witch.
Fuck off.
Oh, yeah, no, it was very, very, very good dialogue. Very, very good. But first thing that made me go, we have to talk about that.
Ever been to Tarth?
Have you ever been to Tarth?
Oh,
yeah. Love that line. Absolutely brilliant. Wee bit of foreshadowing there to Dunk's potential future. But, I mean, come on. We all feel it coming. It's happening. So yeah, I've loved that line. Lovely little bit. Yeah, that'd be that fan service I was talking about earlier. That was really cool. What was the second thing I wanted to mention from that scene? Oh yeah, love you like a brother, hate you like a brother.
yeah.
Oh, can we say Stannis and Robert? We've got massive Stannis and Robert things going on there. But it really stood out for me in this episode that the Lionel Robert and then Maekar Stannis parallels. I mean, both being great grandfathers of these guys. And like the use of it's been there throughout the entire season. But I just felt like it was just like a wee bit more played up this season, this archetype thing, because that's what George does. He does this like reoccurring generational archetypes. And yeah, we see it really clearly. I got major Stannis vibes from Maekar in this episode.
Yeah.
And major Robert vibes from Lionel there. So yeah, brilliant opening to that scene. It gets a wee bit more serious after that though.
It does, and he, bizarrely after last week's episode, he kind of has a point.
He
He kind of
does.
won me over a little.
Yeah. I mean, I have a clip of it, and I called it blasphemy, but at the same time, he is right.
Yeah.
He didn't risk what they risked,
No.
and yet he's the one that died.
Yeah, well, interestingly, did he piss off the gods? You know, 'cause he
Well,
tried to cheat them.
yeah.
'Cause that's the whole point, isn't it? It's
I'm
like
going to touch on this a little.
battles, and it's meant to be the gods will decide. So, well, Baelor really wasn't playing fair, and I think that's Lionel's point there. He's like,
Yeah.
"Look, we all, what was it he said? The apple boy."
Yeah, the apple boy.
I've just jumped ahead of myself there, but yeah, he's basically saying that we all put our safety at risk, and Baelor really wasn't putting anything at risk.
Yeah, except his life.
well, he was the one that paid in the end.
Yeah, they all risked their lives.
Yeah.
But Baylor walked in there all cocky. Oh, the Kingsguard can't hurt me. And Robin Riesling asked him in the last episode, is that honourable, Your Grace?
Yeah.
And he's like, well, the gods will let us know. And we did talk about it last week, but we were sort of like, yeah, there's no gods in Westeros. George doesn't write gods, he writes religions. But
From the character's perspective, though.
but that's what we
Yeah,
said. It was
yeah.
like, that's what they believe. That's
Yeah.
what people will believe, that the gods made their decision. And that's Lionel just demonstrating that for us.
Yeah.
That is what people will believe. That's what people will remember.
Dunk doesn't seem to be taken in by that, though.
No.
He's still very much in guilt mode, isn't he? Like,
Oh.
why did I survive?
Yeah, it's survivor guilt.
Yeah.
Definitely. But for sure, do you want to hear the second part of that clip now?
Yeah.
Let's do that just now.
Go for it.
It's a fine offer, Lionel. All I do is bring pain and suffering to those around me.
You've done the realm a kindness. You'll see that one day. The only good dragon is a dead dragon.
Fucking gods. Baylor fought for me. He gave his fucking life. Can you speak of him with a little respect, please?
Fuck that. And
What
fuck
he
you.
said.
I fought for you. Harding, Beesbury, the fucking apple boy, we fought for you. Your prince fought for you against men sworn to protect him. He risked nothing.
Well, he paid with his life.
And the gods don't favour a fraud.
He gives a compelling argument, to be
He
fair.
does,
Then
he
why did
does.
they favoured me?
Oh, Dunk.
Still
This is
blasphemy,
not favour.
though.
This is mockery. There's a war coming. We could be a force, you and I. You'll consider it? Good. Caravan departs after the roast.
I'm sorry, but that is the funniest line in the episode, I think. After the roast, cut to the funeral.
I actually didn't clock that. That's really
Did you
funny.
not? Right. Yeah, they depart after the roast, and then the next thing you see is Baylor's funeral pyre.
Oh, dear.
Oh dear, Lionel, he just says all the wrong things the right way.
Yeah.
But yeah, absolutely fantastic scene all round. It was a good goodbye to Lionel, who I don't think we'll see him next season, but there's no reason he can't come back later if this continues beyond the novellas.
Well,
There
yeah.
are more stories to come with him that we know of.
I did think it was interesting that he dropped the line in there about there's a war coming. That line is really interesting because if you're just someone who's watching it on face value,
Yeah.
you just skim over it. But for those of us that know more of the story,
We know there is a war coming.
Yeah.
Not imminently, but it's trundling on towards. That would be Blackfire Rebellion number 2.
yeah,
Not to be confused with 3, 4, or 5, and the potential 6 coming in the Winds of Winter. But yeah, action on the horizon. I'm actually struggling. It's been a wee while since I listened to the Mystery Night, which, spoiler alert, is another tourney. I'm not sure if Lionel's there. I can't remember now.
I've not read it, so I can't answer that one. I'm afraid.
It will.
We'll find
Yeah,
out. in due course.
we'll find out. I'll be listening to it all again soon. So, where were we? Blackfire Rebellion, and
And then we went to the roast, didn't we?
oh yeah. So anyway, back to the roast. First of all,
That was the only scene that I had a slight issue with.
I had a few issues with it.
I just thought it was a bit small, given that he was Hand of the King. And
Yeah, and why was it at Ashford?
yeah, why was he not taken back to Lion State and be properly,
Yes.
I was going to say disposed of. Oh my goodness.
No, that's not the word you were looking for.
No, it's definitely not. Disposed of humanely. I did, however, think it was interesting.
Interred.
Interred, that's it.
There we go.
I'm sure I said that in conversation earlier.
Yeah, when we weren't recording.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, that.
It was interesting that the people there looked Targaryen, but who the hell were they?
Well, yeah. I mean, first of all, there is two very Targaryen-looking people. One in quite finery, big medallion, and they're standing front and center with Maekar and Egg.
Yeah, I mean, he's not the king.
It's not. It can't be.
And the women can't be. Was definitely not Maekar's wife because she's dead.
Yes.
And she was dark haired anyway, was she not? No,
Mhm.
no, she was.
No, Diana Dane. Yeah, no, she was a Dane. She
was light haired.
Yes,
It's
I think so. The Danes are notoriously for alien looks, so yeah.
Who's Baelor's wife?
Baelor's wife was
Was she Dornish like his mother, or
no. So Baelor was married to Jenna Dondarrion.
She's still alive at this point?
Unsure. Yeah, she's dead. She died in 183 AC. So 25 years. You know,
she's been dead for 25 years.
Been dead for 25 years at this point.
Be creeping all over him then, because he was a single dad.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, so true. What a guy. Give me more of those green flags, Baelor. So yeah, back to my notes. Where are they? Oh yeah. So first of all, who are these Targaryens? First, so we get the shot of Valar. I can name one of them. The girl with the pink hair standing by Valar is his wife, who her name was, and oh god, Kira of Tyrosh. Hence the pink hair. They all dye their hair over there. Tyrosh is the party hair colour town. Right.
Hunger Games.
Which we will see a lot of in the upcoming season of House of the Dragon with the Triarchy. We're going to see a lot of coloured beards and Raj-coloured hair. Because that's what the Tyrosh are, isn't it? So yeah, but that's Valar's wife. There's two very Targaryen blonde girls behind them.
There's an older looking lady as well that's very blonde.
All right.
No idea who that woman is. Couldn't even guess.
All right, where was she standing?
She was to the left of the screen.
The shot with Valar, or with the shot with
the main first shot?
Oh yeah, so there was so we had the two younger looking girls standing behind Valar, and then we got the shot of Maekar and Egg and this guy and this woman.
Yeah.
And she's sobbing.
Who the hell are these people?
And if they are supposed to be Targaryens of the royal house, how did they get there so quickly?
Yeah.
Like, it's the only part that just, I'm like, what have you done? You've given us all this fan service, and then you've given us this bit that doesn't make sense.
It also doesn't make sense in the... Well, but we'll get to that. The Valar speech, there's a bit that I'm like, I don't like that. I don't like that.
Well, what was it?
So he said that he... Do we have the clip?
We do.
Let's do the clip.
Going to hear the clip, and then you can tell us about it after.
Yes.
My prince. Your father, he was... he was a great man.
He died in my armor.
That looked bad on him.
Plenty of sons have died in their father's armor. How many fathers have died in their sons?
I could not say.
Poor Valar. Come on, show some respect.
He was still young. He had in him to be a great king. The greatest since Aegon the Dragon. Why would the gods take him and leave you?
Ow.
That's so awkward.
It is. It is. It's very powerful and very sad because we're rooting for Duncan, but at the same time, it's like the price. It's a big price.
It is, and Dunk's feeling it, isn't he?
So you were saying, what was it that annoyed you that you said?
It wasn't annoying as such, but it's just a little pernickety. I don't think that Baelor would have been a king like Aegon the Dragon. I think he would have been more like Jaehaerys the First. So,
Yes, he would.
but I get it that if you're watching this as a standalone, to say Jaehaerys the First might have been a bit like, it's not going to be as impactful. But to say Aegon the Dragon
Yeah.
is like he's like the main guy that started all
So
this.
Aegon
in
the Dragon
fairness.
was a conqueror.
Yeah, he was a badass. I don't
Whereas
think-
Baelor and Jaehaerys were more protector of the realm.
Yeah, conciliators.
Yeah, exactly. I think you're right. It's just a writing thing, I suppose, that Aegon the Conqueror has more impact. you know.
Totally.
And it's a sign that the Targaryens themselves just revere this
Yeah.
particular Targaryen.
I think if I was Dunk, I absolutely would have said, maybe not though, because I think Jaehaerys would have been closer, and then probably would have got slapped.
Probably.
Not the time. I did
Abort,
think it was
abort.
cool that Valar had the Targaryen stripe in his hair.
He does, yeah. Straight out of the books. It says it's great,
Yeah.
and it's quite well done.
It's
And it's his
very
face.
subtle, and unless you know,
Yeah,
it would just be like, oh well, that's that.
exactly. But it's well done. I love that we just flick a Targaryen silver through his hair. Look, yeah, really, really great scene. Short, powerful. Poor Dunk though. The shape he's in, he climbed up that hill. Do you see how big that hill was? That was a big hill to I can't even speak. That was a big hill to climb with a bloody crutch.
Mortification.
This wound is mortified. He's going to die. Oh dear. A shite maester. So yeah, what I did like about the end of this scene though was that after Valar says that line, it cuts to Dunk walking through the camp, and so yeah, everybody's giving him he's the one, it was him stares, and then you get the last line from Valar: "Be gone with you, Sir Duncan.
Yeah.
Be gone to your isolation, your solitude, the hatred and contempt the realm will have for you now."
Yeah, it's a hard place to be for Dunk.
It is. But it was great editing. Loved it. We got a nice L cut there into that scene. And the next scene is absolutely hilarious to, just bring us back up again,
Yeah.
because that was quite intense. So here we are. Of course, the Raymond Fossaway approaches him in this camp. And it's just so funny. It was just a brilliant scene all right. First of all, Raymond Fossaway is an MVP friend.
Yeah.
He is bestie number one. No questions asked. That dude, when he's decided he's got to be your friend, he has got your back 100%. And not just jumping into an arena. He is there to give you the longest hug.
It's kind of awkward.
It was so
Dunk's, like,
awkward.
looking around like, oh god, I don't know if I deserve this hug. Like, is this okay? Like,
And there's the hand moving between his shoulder and his head. Like, awkward. I don't know where to put my hand.
oh
Are you done yet?
yeah, like, oh god. I absolutely hate when someone does that, when they give you a hug that's like longer than. It was one of those hugs.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, I know a few people that hug like that.
And I'm a hugger, but
Yeah, I'm a hugger.
like,
I'm a
but-
hugger. Like like 3 seconds. 3 seconds is enough for a hug. 5 if you really like the person. Anything beyond that is
Yeah.
getting weird.
Yeah.
Unless somebody's crying.
yeah, even then it gets to a point where you start looking around and you're patting them.
Yeah.
You're like, right, come on now. You're all right. It's okay.
Definitely.
But
No.
yeah, it absolutely speaks the impact of what Raymond and Duncan have been through.
Yeah.
And it's just such a moment of we are now friends forever. Like, there's no There's no going back for that. We're trauma bonded now.
Trauma bonded. That is it, indeed. That's it. Let's hear a wee clip of Raymond being an awesome friend.
We went by your camp, but you weren't there. Started getting worried.
Aww.
You've come from Baylord's funeral. I can't believe you went.
Thought I owed it to him. Everybody blames me for his death, don't they?
Yeah.
I don't.
Aww. I love that bit.
What a wee scone.
I know, he's so lovely. He's such a good friend. He's just taking a shine at him for day one. That's it. Here, come on. Come drink my cider.
Yeah, you're my people.
What, you're in a fight? I've got your back. No seeing you after the fight. I'm going looking for you.
Yeah,
If you're feeling sad, I'm your pal, darling.
He's a cutie.
He is. He's brilliant. He's so good. Dumb as wood, though.
Yeah, very naive.
I'm just kind of silently cheesing for Red, though.
Yeah.
Ron, like, go on your cell, girl.
That really awkward moment with her and Dunk.
Yeah.
He's like, have you met? Like, this is my wife, and he's like, oh, nice to meet you. We're both a pair of imposters here, so let's not say anything.
Absolutely. But it was what they were talking about in that earlier episode. She was comparing their roles. And I think it was episode 1 or 2. And yeah. And that's that. She's now moved up in her station. So is he
Yeah.
anyway. But it's that stare she's giving him. She's like, don't out me. Don't do it. And I was kind of right there with her, like, don't do it.
Yeah.
Right? Even for Raymond, like, he's happy.
Totally.
He's so happy.
Bless him.
Absolutely. Very, very cool scene. Actually, I did clip that too, so let's listen to the funny bits.
Good morning.
So Duncan, this is Rowan.
Ah, nice to meet you. Upward!
The green apple fossilways.
Of the what now?
Huh? My wife.
Pleased to meet you, Sir Duncan.
Oh, right. Pleased to meet you too, Lady Rowan.
Come and watch the trial. Said I fought like a wild bull.
Oh.
And with all the grace of one.
Oh, inappropriately long snogging scene. We are done. Get a room. Get
I have
in.
no squire to see to my wounds. And she offered to help me out my armour and...
TMI.
Anyway, she said I've got a with child now, so I think we ought to get married.
Wow, that was fast.
Feels like
Dog's
a boy.
face here.
Yeah, that's the Duncan. A boy.
Oh, bless his little heart. He's so happy though. Oh, Dunk's face is priceless.
I love that this is the most astute Dunk has been in the whole season.
Yeah. Don't know much about the birds and the bees, but this isn't right. Something's not right here. Pretty sure it doesn't work that fast. And how does poor Raymond not know? Bless. Oh dear. Yeah, very funny scene. A much needed humour after the seriousness of the earlier scenes.
Yeah.
And of course of the following scenes. Because this is what the Kingsguard come in, not Kingsguard, just guards.
Yeah.
Come in and summon Dunk at this point. And again, Raymond does that bestie thing and he's like, he's going nowhere with you. He's been through enough. Oh, bless him. Such a good mate. I love that. So yeah, that would then take us up to the scene with Maekar. So yeah, we used this scene for our opener clip. But it's so moving.
You can really hear the emotion in Maekar's voice.
Oh my God, every second of it, his voice is just so dejected. He's just he's broken. It's so sad. You can hear that this. You know that this will haunt him forever.
Yeah, I mean, like, Egg's kind of all he's got left at this point.
Yeah,
Because his other sons are,
a lost cause in his eyes.
yeah. And he's lost his wife, he's lost his brother, he's lost his he's lost his image
Yeah,
with everyone really, because they think that he's killed his brother.
he's a kinslayer.
Yeah.
And that will haunt not only his heart and mind, but his reputation.
Yeah. What's his father going to say? All of those things must be
Oh
going through his
yeah,
mind.
exactly.
Really sweet though that his first thought, well, maybe not his first thought, but it's one of his first thoughts and his first act.
The one that we see.
Yeah,
Yeah.
is to try and protect Egg and give Egg what he wants.
Yeah.
Because Egg has said, I only will squire for Sir Duncan.
That's it.
Right, okay, yeah, my brother thought you were a stand-up guy. I thought you were a twat. Here we are. Let's do this, but let's do it on my terms.
Yeah.
Which Dunk's not really getting on board with that.
No.
It's a controlled version of being around all of these people that that's where he thought he wanted to be. And then this episode in his life has just shot down what he thought about nobility.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was his dream, really, wasn't it?
Yeah, for sure. He's like him and Sansa would get on well. You know, they growing up, just the romanticized version of knights and chivalry. And Westeros is a tough and hard place, and Dunk still sees it in the same innocence that Sansa does, in a way.
Yeah. Yeah, it's sad.
I do feel sad for him.
Especially when he says, I'm done with princes.
Yeah, definitely. There was a whole thing going on there as well with them, like saying I was sitting under the tree and I was thinking, and Maekar's like, and what did your tree tell you? Like, we get a little bit of like, oh God's kind of weirwoody thing going on there. Yeah, we nod to weirwood trees and talking to trees. Love that. And of course, I was like, maybe like one day the realm will need my foot more than a prince.
Yeah.
And of course, Maekar replies, the realm has as many hedge knights as hedges, so I doubt it.
Rude.
Very rude.
That's how I felt about that.
I did think that was rude, but he's grieving. He's a little bit bitter, but it does show the class divide there. But it's also some heavy foreshadowing to another potential future, because it's not cemented like the Tarth thing. Like, obviously, like, we're pretty sure Dunk's going to end up in Tarth somehow because his shield does. We know his shield makes it to Tarth, so Dunk's definitely got to get to Tarth. But we don't know the how or the what or the why, and it's the same with this foot thing. This is foreshadowing. You don't use a line like that. That's Chekhov's gun. That is that line. That's I'm just going to keep that one on the back burner so we can use it later. And then when you look back, you can see, oh, there it was. There's the foreshadowing. So yeah, really good one. Love that scene. So of course, like you said, Maekar offers to do it on his term, and Egg's listening in the whole time. Bless him. It's so sad, this following scene. Maybe you're not the knight I thought you were.
That's sad.
He's so hurt. And he doesn't even hang around for a reply. He's just like, did you have any other thoughts on that scene before we move on to the next?
No, I'm good.
Fab. So the next scene we have is the flashback with Sir Arlen. And we get this story that we've never really had in the fandom of why the pennies are nailed to the penny tree. We know the pennies are nailed to the penny tree, but we've never known why. So this is a great little story. Obviously, the scene's set, it's just before Sir Duncan dies. The scenery, where the horses are standing, the tree, the storm coming in, all indicates that it's just before Sir Arlen dies. This penny tree story, it was quite heartwarming. It's quite sad as well. The fact that there's no space on the tree for more pennies. Did it get you in the fake out?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Absolutely.
Oh, they totally did. And it's like, you're sitting there going, are they actually going to answer this? Are they going to like give us an absolute definitive he was not knighted? And I kind of loved the fake out because it almost did it.
Please tell me that you went, he wasn't knighted, I knew it. And
Yeah.
then Sir Arlen goes,
and that's why they call it the penny tree.
can't even get out. A true knight always finishes his tale.
Playful nod to George, maybe. But yeah, and it's actually the smirk on Sir Arlen's face as he says it as well. True knight always finishes his tale.
Well, Dunk nor George, it seems, are true knights at this juncture.
So what do we think? Was Sir Arlen playing dead there, or did he really just come close for a second?
I think he just came close. I think he was on his way out, and it was just I want to call it a brain fart.
Definitely. I mean, it's quite reminiscent of Dunk in the last episode.
It's the opposite of a brain fart. It's like a brain stall. Just freeze, like,
Yeah. But we had the same thing with Dunk last episode where when the fight with Aerion, there was that moment where he looked pretty dead. Get up, Sir Duncan, get up. There was definite sort of parallels there. But yeah, great little fake out. Love the little nod to George, find out about the penny tree. Again, this is a Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, not Game of Thrones. We give you closure.
Yeah, yay!
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. So the following scene would be, unless you had any other thoughts on that.
No, moving on.
The next scene is the Beesbury Wake.
Oh, God.
I love this. I love this moment with Rowan. He's like, how did they get the bees to do that? Is it magic? And Rowan's like, oh, my sweet summer child. Well, she actually says is, my poor sweet warrior, all that fighting stilled your brain to applesauce. I love that she's just like, are you actually serious? That you... So funny, but really cool. Did love that whole Beesbury thing going on with the coffin.
It was really cool.
I mean, I don't know if there's anything there anywhere in the story that says the Beesburys do that with their funeral rites, but it's a nice touch.
It is a nice touch.
It feels very Beesbury.
Yes. Very Beesy.
We do see Lionel briefly in this scene, but he just walks in. And
really?
we just see him just for a second, just before Dunk spots Daron, not Raymond.
Missed that.
Yeah, he doesn't say a word. He's just arriving, looking for the booze, probably.
No doubt.
So anyway, yeah, Dunk sees Daron sitting there. It's like, what the fuck are you doing here?
Wee bit rude on Dunk's behalf, considering that he went to Baylor's funeral.
Yes, actually, I didn't see Daron there.
No.
That's a very good point, actually. It was a bit, but anyway, the scene's great. Well, shall we just listen to it?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Will you take Egg to Squire?
Told your father. He's not my concern.
You know, my brother wasn't always such a little monster.
I find that really hard to believe.
Egg is no monster. It's just a boy.
I didn't mean Egg, but no doubt we'll make a man of him too. Perhaps the seeds of madness are sown in the womb, as the maesters say. But Arian was quite the glad child once. He liked fishing.
Oh.
Yeah, did he though? Because Egg said that he liked to drown cats.
That's what the history books say. But I suppose Daron, being the oldest, would know better than any of them.
Yeah.
Egg only remembers the later version of Aerion, whereas Daron will remember him when he was younger than Egg.
Yeah.
But shall we nod back as well to Egg saying that he liked fishing? I think that's the moment that makes Dunk click when he says he likes fishing, and he's like,
yeah,
"Oh,
this is the time I can help him now, or
Yeah.
forget it. And I now owe the realm because Baelor has given his life for me. So in order
Exactly.
to repay the debt, what does he do? He's gonna have to take Egg to Squire.
that's fair. I think that's a wise decision in that moment. But you see it. You just see the moment the penny drops there, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh no, right, I see what you're trying to say here. If I don't intervene now, he may become another Aeron." So yeah, massive turning point for Dunk. Finish the word, Fiona. Finish your words. Dunk.
The issue I have with that is, I've always got an issue, haven't I?
It's just one of the days, hen.
So the issue I have with that is, okay, Baelor's gone, and he's meant to be next in line. So we have Valar after that, and then his brother after him.
Mataris.
Mataris would be the next in line.
Yes.
Then it would go to Maekar, and then all
No,
of his
Ares and
Ares.
Rhaegal.
Okay, so yeah, that's that. Yeah, no, absolutely, that's even another 2 on top of what I've.
Yeah.
So yeah, he might feel like, oh, I should do that because I owe the realm and blah blah blah. But Aegon at this point is nowhere near being in line to the throne. He couldn't
No.
be any further. So it's literally just I have a bond with this wee boy, and I'm just doing it because I have a bond with the wee boy, basically. And his uncle's given his life. There's
Yeah.
no question of I'm doing this for the realm.
No.
So he has
No.
no idea.
He was ready to give his life and soul and future to the realm when he knelt for Baelor.
Yeah.
Right before he died.
But he has no idea that this decision is so important.
This is the
I
one.
wonder, does Daeron know? And that's why he's talking to him, because he's a dreamer.
Very good point. Why didn't I think of that? That's good. I like that. I mean, he knows. He knows stuff. He knows lots of stuff. Does he know that?
He drinks and he knows things, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I really like that. That's cool. That's why he's pushing the issue.
I think so.
Because Daeron just stays out of everything.
Yeah.
Why is he intervening?
He never intervenes. He just gets drunk and forgets.
Yeah.
Or tries to.
Tries his hardest.
So, yeah, I think that he's... I think he
clever.
knows.
I like that. That's now my headcanon.
Yeah, mine too. I love that it literally just came to me now.
I love it. That's great. Why didn't... Yeah. That's so fab. Definitely... Oh, no, that's it. Cemented. that's there. That's the story, peeps. That's the one I'm telling. These dragon dreams, though, I mean, they're so prominent. And this is like this particular generation or generations of Targaryens. There's a lot of magic going on in that line. There's a lot of dragon dreams going around, considering there's no dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah. And are they coming from the dragon eggs? Are they coming from the old gods?
Is it just the blood? What is it?
Is it just in the blood? Yeah. I love this time in Targaryen history because there's just a little bit of we know stuff, but there's just a little bit of mystery about it all too, which has been deliberately kept for 20 years so that George can finish these stories. He wants to. He's kept these parts deliberately vague so he can flesh them out. I hope that he, or at least Ira Parker on behalf of him, gets the chance to do so. So the next scene, of course, is it's just a continuation of what Daeron's just said.
Mm-hmm.
Daeron said, Egg, he's a good boy right now, but I think that might change. And then we literally see Egg tuning into the darkest parts of himself. First, the hatred on his wee face when he looks in the mirror.
When he touches his head and his hair's growing back in.
Yeah. Oh, that is so sad. That identity crisis is like, I hate who I am. That's so awful. He doesn't want to look like Aeron. That's what he sees. Now, when he goes through with that knife in his hand, the thought goes through my head is like, is he going to kill him or is he going to give him a haircut? I'm leaning more towards kill him, but maybe.
It was quite reminiscent of House of the Dragon when after the big battle with the dragons and Aegon's in bed badly injured
Yes.
and
Aemon.
Aemon comes in and he's quite cruel to him.
Mm.
But it was a bit reminiscent of that. I hate you.
Oh yeah, definitely. There was that. There was another parallel at play there. Bran's sickbed. Catelyn sitting vigil by his bed, and a knife wielding assassin comes into the room.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a pretty cool parallel too.
I love Maekar in this scene.
Yeah.
And he's just so. I mean, his youngest son's just tried to off his older son.
Yeah.
Not the oldest, but and then there's no telling off. He just hugs him.
He does.
We've been
It's
through enough.
almost a hug. It's still a bit awkward. It is.
I think it's as much of a hug as someone like Maekar could give.
Exactly.
But there's no telling off in it.
No.
It is.
And you can see how close they actually are in that moment, the way Egg leans into him. It's there's a softness to Maekar that I don't think we see, but it's implied it's there.
It was a good add-on because we don't see that side of Maekar in
No.
the book.
No, not at all. But yeah, and then of course Egg drops the knife at this point, leans into him.
So well acted.
Oh, absolutely. There was not a word of dialogue. It was just all face acting.
Yeah.
Dexter nailed it. He absolutely nailed it. And I think that's why I don't actually have an Egg clip here. And it's because the best Egg moment.
We're all face acting.
It was just some awesome face acting.
Apart from the 9.
Oh, well, yeah, we'll get to that. So where does that bring us to? Obviously, yes, at this point, it's interrupted by Dunk. He gets told that Dunk's waiting to speak to him. And then it cuts to Dunk waiting for Maekar to come down. And Lady Gwyn,
yeah,
again, trying to be a proper mature young lady and just say,
I don't blame you for ruining my name day.
I mean, bless her, 3 people died on her name day. It's my birthday and everybody died and it's all about you, but I don't hate you for it. And I was just
very mature of her, wasn't it?
It was. She was trying her best. I mean, she might have stuck her in for a bit of conversation, just turned her heel and marched off, proud of herself that she'd said her bit. Bless her. I like that they fleshed this character out a little bit because, I mean, what we get of her is just her being in a scene, in the book.
Yeah.
In the book, she's just there. She's not doing anything. She has no dialogue. I'm not even entirely sure we knew her name. Did we know her name?
No,
Yes,
I think did they not just say the pretty maiden or something? Dunk's like, I don't think she's that pretty. I think the puppet girl was prettier.
Oh yeah, so he does. Oh, bless our poor Gwyn. But yeah, I like that they fleshed our character out just a little bit. A little bit of woman power going on in there as well. I like that. I'm not just an insignificant piece on the chessboard. I have an opinion, and I'm going to give it.
You go, girl.
Good girl. And of course, then we're into Dunk and Maekar again. This scene is kind of interesting because, first watch, I'm just like, okay, right, yeah. But then going back and watching it and realizing nobody actually says yes or no or anything happens in this scene. It's just some emotional exchanges. And you can see the realization coming over Maekar's face that Dunk's right. Daeron never slept in a ditch, and Aerion eats thick and bloody beef, and all these. You can see that he's right, and his only response being, "He's my last son." But that wasn't a no.
It wasn't a no, and I like the logistics of it. That the previous scene, Egg is aware that Dunk has arrived.
Yeah.
And he's thinking some dark shit. However, he goes, oh. I'd like to believe that he goes, Dunk's here. He's changed his mind. I'm going to go eavesdrop again.
Yeah.
And then goes, right, I don't need my dad to say yes or no. Dunk has said yes, and that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Because he's the man that I respect out of everyone in the world.
Yeah, Dunk wants me. I'm off. I'm going. I like that. But shall we hear the clip, actually? It's a good
let's
clip.
do that.
I will take Egg to Squire, but not at Summerhall.
I thought you were done with princes.
Egg is no prince. Not yet. Might be he's better served away from castles and servants and...
His family?
Well, he still likes fishing.
Mm-hmm.
If you would consent, I would bring him on the road with me. He'll learn to squire as I did. Sleep in inns, stables, and now and again in the halls of some landed knight or lesser lordling.
Nice character building.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe under a tree when we must.
I forbid him to live as a peasant.
Okay, snooty
Egg on
tooty.
his blood of the dragon. He cannot sleep in ditches and eat hard salt beef.
Rude.
Mm.
Darren never slept in a ditch.
I bet he did.
All the beef Arya never ate was taken rare and bloody.
Hmm.
He's my last son.
I mean, it could be construed as he's my last son. You better take care of him.
Yeah.
But then they throw in this reaction at the end that contradicts that. I'm a bit confused about
I
it.
feel like the reaction at the end was just... I felt like it was quite comedic, you know,
It
like Home Alone. Like,
Did you watch the behind the scenes? Oh yeah, it was yeah.
That's
when
how
you
I felt
said that
about
to
it.
me the other day about it being Home Alone. I was like, oh my god, so it is. But did you see the behind the scenes?
I did, yeah.
So Ira saying that it was like it kind of started off as a joke and now it's in her episodes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I can see how that happened, but I don't know if I like that. I laughed at it because it's a bit Home Alone nostalgic, actually. Now that I think about it, that might be why I was laughing. But I just thought it just undermines Maekar's character.
Yeah.
It undermines the fact that, well, I mean, Ira said that in the book, I suppose he never... What happened?
Maybe we could, you know how you have the whole Kevin, like maybe they could subhead the next season as Lost in Sunspear.
I like that. Good Home Alone joke. Brilliant. One of the things that we do know is that Egg now, going forward, Egg has what is called the boot. Right? You haven't read the next book, so you might not know about the book. I don't think it's mentioned at the end of the first book.
Is that the ring?
No, it's not a ring. He's got a scroll or something in his boot.
Hi, this is Fiona popping in from Production Land. It is 100% a ring. I'm full of nonsense and so confidently wrong, it's hilarious. But anyway, my point remains the same. Back to the show.
It's basically like a get out of jail free card. If ever shit hits the fan, he can pull out this scroll that says, I'm a Targaryen, get me out of here.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and of course, if Egg snuck off like that, how does he get the boot?
Although there is some behind the scenes though that they'd said, I thought they said a ring. I probably wasn't paying attention. But they'd said it might be an opportunity to give Sam Sproul a cameo, coming back and meeting up with them at some point, which would be quite cool.
Or maybe a flashback.
Yeah.
Because there's a 2-year time jump here that's coming up, so there's plenty of time to throw in a wee flashback of how the boot happened.
Where the fuck is Aegon? And then it's, right, I need to go find him to give him this.
Yeah.
Because although I'm not happy with it, he does need something to keep him safe.
Yeah.
So I need to give him that.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the where the fuck is Aegon thing.
And it does give them an excuse to get Sam in the next season.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's actually, maybe that's what they're planning. Because those little tweaks, I wouldn't complain about.
Nah.
nah, extra chance to
And
see.
they're so spot on with stuff. I'm good with that.
Yeah, and we might not see Sam next season, but there's definitely scope for us to see him in future seasons.
Yeah.
So if we can get a little flashback in there next season to just keep the ball rolling,
Yeah,
that'd be cool. Same with Lionel.
Yeah.
It'd be nice to find little moments to be able to bring them in. Maybe they stop at Storm's End on their way to Dorne. It's on the way. Kind of.
I'd like to see Raymond again as well.
I would like to see Raymond again. Speaking of Raymond, my favourite scene is next.
Yay.
The Sweetfoot closure. That is my favourite scene. That is my favourite thing that's ever happened in anything of Ice and Fire ever. And in talking about headcanon, that is my headcanon now.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear anything for George coming out and saying that's not what happened to my Sweetfoot. You keep that to yourself, George. This is now canon as far as I'm concerned. Right? Sweetfoot gets a happy ending and an orchard eating apples for the rest of his days. I love that. Again, this show gives closure.
It doesn't. It was absolutely beautiful the way it ended.
Yeah.
With Sweetfoot and Sir Arlen.
Oh God, yeah, definitely. So yeah, that actually does bring us to the final scene, which was first of all we get Dunk nailing the penny to the tree before he leaves.
Missed that on my first watch because my daughter was talking to me.
Oh, right,
It was
yeah.
really nice to see that. I was like, oh, that's lovely.
So then you get Egg coming in, obviously, and saying, my father says that I'm to serve you. Well, we'll leave that open to debate. Right? He will eventually. He doesn't know he said yes yet.
There's also the thing that Dunk doesn't question it.
I know.
Think, okay, well, maybe he did. Maybe he did. Maybe we just didn't see that. And like you say, we'll get a wee flashback.
Yeah, for sure. And maybe he says, aye, okay, you can go, but I didn't mean right now. It didn't mean just pack a bag and go.
Maybe he didn't have the opportunity to say to Egg, okay, you're allowed to go.
Yeah.
Egg's just eavesdropped, legged it, and he's not had an opportunity to give him his get out of...
He's good.
I'm a Targaryen, get me out of here.
Oh, but then of course we get Dexter giving us that iconic line, there are 9 kingdoms, you idiots. So what we got? What are they? They are the Crownlands, the Crownlands, Storm's End, the Reach, the Westerlands, the Riverlands, the Vale of Arryn, the North, the Iron Islands, and Dorne. It makes complete sense because Dorne never came into the fold until Daeron married Maria Martell.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Dorne officially in the fold. Aegon never conquered Dorne. He also never conquered the Iron Islands officially. Like, nobody went to the Iron Islands and planted a flag and says, we own this now. Nobody knelt. No Iron Island kings knelt.
Yeah.
Or, that sort of thing. Or maybe they did. I'd have to go back to the Conqueror stuff now there, but I don't remember it.
Do the Crown lands count?
I think that is the thing. I don't think anybody ever counted because Roberts talks about making the 8, which is 1 in each of the 7 kingdoms and Dorne.
Uh-huh.
So I think he's not counting Iron Islands, or he's not counting the Crown lands. The Crown lands definitely count, but I think they've been not counted so many times because when Aegon arrived, there were 7 kingdoms.
Yeah.
So when
yeah,
there were 7 kingdoms, the Crown lands was a new kingdom that formed.
So he conquered 7.
He conquered 7 and made his own little one as well. And then eventually Dorne, which makes us 9. So there we go. And we all knew this. We knew the making the 8 and thing, and we all knew this, but until some little 10-year-old spelled it out for us, we were all going, the 7 kingdoms, the 7 kingdoms. No, there's actually 9. There really is. So well done to Egg for that. He's a smart little cookie. I love that line from him, though. And he's like, everyone knows there's 7 kingdoms. Well, everyone's wrong.
Such a wee sassy pants, isn't he?
I know. Love that kid. So good. But yeah, back to Sir Arlen. That moment with Sir Arlen following them and then heading off through the meadow. It was so beautiful.
It was lovely. It was such a lovely wrap up.
It is. It's like Elysian Fields imagery, Greek mythology, where heroes go to, for their afterlife. Really, really loved that. It was so beautiful. And that's George level symbolism right there, guys. That is the kind of shit that makes me just love what Ira Parker's done with the show. It's George level symbolism. It's George level parallels. And they're not, some of them are there in the book, but he's noticed them and expanded on them and made sure that they were visible for us.
Visually, it gave Fast and the Furious when Paul Walker died.
Yes, it did. Oh, I never thought of that. But yeah, that gets me right there. I haven't seen it. I've only seen up to 7 and then I can't manage the rest. Anyway, but yes, Sir Arlen, Elysian Fields, beautiful. And then the title card says A Knight of the Nine Kingdoms. But just while we're talking about symbolism, I actually watched a David Lightbringer video earlier, and I want to bring this to light. Credit to David Lightbringer for this. Go watch his video. It's really cool. But he pointed out that we had the archetypes throughout the season of the symbols of the Faith of the Seven. So we had the Father in Baelor and Maekar. We had the Crone and the Fortune Teller.
The Stranger.
The Stranger is Dunk. We have the Warrior in Robin Riesling.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Maiden in Tanzel and Lady Gwyn.
Mm-hmm.
We have Steely Pate as the Smith.
Yep.
And then finally in this last episode, we got Rowan, or Red, as the Mother. So some pretty cool George level symbolism going on there as well. This is, I'm so impressed with the level of fan service that they went to. And the only way you get that is from true fans. This was made with love.
It really was.
It was really made with love. So yeah, thanks to David Lightbringer for pointing that out. Go check out his video. Can't remember the name of it, but it's his most recent video. He released it yesterday. So go have a look. Actually, now I do remember the general theme of the video was why A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms is better than Game of Thrones. It's pretty much the theme of the video. He lays that all out for us, but that little bit about the archetypes of the faith, that was right towards the end of the video, but the whole video leading up to that was definitely worth a watch too. And he's right on so many levels. This is exactly the stuff that they've got right here. They've taken a detail and they've expanded it and gave it to us in a way that makes us go, oh, we love this. This is great. Love that detail. Whereas Dan and Dave took a detail and went, oh, that's not important. We'll just leave that out. And yeah, and that's the difference. So really enjoyed it. Also, like the song at the end, 16 Tons. It felt weirdly out of place. Quite comical again. Thanks to Dan Romer again for making us laugh on the way out. He's done a really good. It's a great working man anthem. It's was one of the lines for the song. Another day older and deeper in debt. It's like so hedge night life. You know?
I stayed till the end of the credits just to listen to the song.
Yeah, it's brilliant. And a wee call back to the humour at the beginning of the episode with the jazz trumpet. But yeah, did you have any other thoughts on those endy scenes?
No, that was all.
I just wanted to have a wee moment to just list this fan service. So first of all, we get the Nine Kingdoms connection. We've got the Sweetfoot closure. We've got the Penny Tree backstory. We've got Sir Arlen fake out and a true knight finishes his story. We've got the Elysian Fields imagery, George level symbolism. We've got old gods and talking to trees stuff going on there. We've got those Robert and Stannis, Lionel and Maekar parallels. One thing we didn't mention earlier on was the Fossaway shield. now the green apple of of the new
Like
branch
the
of the
famous
Fossaway.
cider?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So the Fossaway sigil's always been the red apple, but he's now started a cadet branch of that house, and that cadet branch goes on to be the more successful branch of the family. So that's brilliant. The Beesbury coffin detail thing, the Tarth mentions. There was the obvious one, but there was another one later when Dunk's talking to Maekar, and he says, every night at evenfall, Sir Arlen would say, I wonder what the morrow will bring. But evenfall is the name of the castle at Tar.
Ah.
So, and
that was a sneaky one.
Yeah, so Brienne's dad is known as the Lord of Evenfall.
Right, okay.
So there we go. That's another one. Then Dunk's What If My Foot Saved the Realm from the book, but they definitely made sure we got it. Loved it. And then we've got the Catelyn Bran sick room thing parallel as well. And finally, we've got Dunk. In the book, Dunk reflects in his head saying, I can hardly blame the boy for lying. I know what it's like to want something so badly that I would tell a monstrous lie. And because that's in our monologue, rather than using that line, they did the thing with Lionel at the beginning when he's like, well, why have the gods favoured me then?
Yeah.
They're talking about frauds. So they got the sentiment of that line out without actually using that line. Again, so that's 13 bits of fan service in one bloody episode. And if you want to go deeper level on that, like George is right into his numerology, and that's the number 13, which is the last hero and his 12 companions. Bim, David Lightbringer, eat that. So, I think that wraps it all up. We have covered the season. What do you think overall? Overall vibes?
Absolutely fantastic.
It's right up there with the best of the best of the best. So I think that brings us to RIP. Although nobody died, but we did have a funeral, a wake,
a fake out death,
and a symbolic moving on to the afterlife.
Let's save our RIP for next season. You guys have had a great run at our RIP this
time. We did have some notable goodbyes in this episode, but no RIP, and we've said goodbye to them all before.
Yeah.
So let's save that. House of the Dragon will definitely bring us plenty of RIP. So that's that. So that just brings us to a general news update. Things popped off in the news last week regarding the franchise. We've got the House of the Dragon trailer dropped, which was far too soon, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, we're barely dealing with Baelor here, and they go and foreshadow more death. For those of you that haven't read the book and don't know what's coming, I'm not going to spoil that for you. But those of you that do know, you saw that trailer, you know what they were foreshadowing. It's brutal. We didn't need that on the back of Baelor dying. Could have gave us another week. It would have been, this week would have been better to drop it, just saying. But it was fun to watch.
It was.
Secondly, we got an announcement that the Tourney at Harrenhal stage production is going to be performed by the Royal Shakespeare Company this summer in Stratford-on-Avon. And I don't know, if my bank balance is going to allow it, but I'm going to try and make that happen. You're right there with me?
Right there with you.
We're doing this. Just depends how much they're charging.
Yeah, and how fast we can sniper tickets.
Exactly. Let's see what we can do. But we will be trying to get our little butts down there and come back and report on what we see. So hopefully that will be happening in the summer. Hopefully it doesn't happen right in the middle of the House of the Dragon.
No. And now I'm thinking maybe you guys could start a GoFundMe for tickets for us.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Buy us a coffee.
Yeah, totally.
Buy us a ticket.
Yeah, buy us a coffee so we can go and see it and we can tell you all about it. But was there any other news? I think that was the main point, really. Definite fandom buzz. I think what happened last week is we got back all the old Game of Thrones fans and House of the Dragon people that tried it and went, "Nah, this is shit, I'm not watching this anymore." I think we got all of those guys back on board this week. The buzz was going and everybody's like, "Nah, I'm going to have to check this out." And last week we got them all hook, line and sinker, and the fandom exploded. And I haven't felt a buzz like this since the summer where Kit Harington had to go into hiding. That is the last time the fandom buzzed this much, and it is fantastic to be a Game of Thrones fan right now. Maybe when I say Game of Thrones, I don't mean season 8, but a fan of the franchise in general. Okay, so in that case, we will be back, as I said, for House of the Dragon and hopefully for that stage play review. In the meantime, you can check out our old back catalogue. If you're new to us, have a look at what we've done. Get yourself pumped up for House of the Dragon. We recommend wine.
Sponsored by Pinot Noir.
Absolutely. So,
allegedly.
And if you've got any thoughts when the time comes, feel free to send them in to us. We will happily discuss your ideas on the show and get you guys involved as well. So
if you want to get in touch, head over to theunrealhour.com. You'll find all our episodes and social media links there. Give us a like, follow or subscribe.
You can also leave us a voice message. We might even feature it on the show. Or just email us at talk@theunrealhour.com.
And if you love what we're doing, you can support the show at patreon.com/theunrealhour for ad-free episodes, early access and exclusive content.
Or buy us a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/theunrealhour. Every bit helps to keep the show running.
Thanks for listening.
Until next time,
keep it
unreal.